Hey everybody, it's Donnie here at Tomorrow Group, and appreciate you watching the video. If you would, like my page, subscribe, like the video, maybe comment down below, and I really appreciate that, helping me grow the channel. So anyway, today I want to talk a little bit about eXp. So here in just a couple days, or maybe it was a couple days ago, by the time you see this video, I will have been at eXp and my whole team will have been at eXp for 1 year. And so I wanted to do my 1 year review video here to give you guys what I've learned, the good, the bad, how it's been for the first year. Number one, when I came to eXp, I was at a big box brokerage. Things were going great, had a large team. We were selling a few hundred houses a year. And honestly, it just grew to where the big box brokerage, I was paying them a whole lot of money as a team, and the value wasn't there. Great brokerage, just the value wasn't there for what we were paying in. So I had really set out to open my own brokerage and to grow an asset for myself versus just paying all that money into the brokerage. As I did exploring on opening a brokerage, what I found was it would have been great for me. I could have built an asset for myself. I feel like 10 years down the road, I could sell it for $1 million or so, whatever the case might be. I could build a great asset. My agents would still be in the same position that they're in any other brokerage, meaning that when they quit selling houses, their income would stop. They would have nothing other than what they had at every other brokerage, and I didn't like that model. So as I looked at opening the brokerage, I revisited, because I had seen eXp before and didn't make the change the first time I saw it. So I revisited eXp, and the thing that appealed to me, and ultimately the thing that made me make the decision to come over to eXp, is that all of my agents on my team who were working so hard out there selling houses day after day after day, doing an amazing job, had the same opportunity that I had to build something for the future for themselves. When I've got single moms, single dads on the team, and I realized that, hey, the opportunities they have at eXp that I could not offer them in my own brokerage gives them the opportunity to pay for their kids' college or whatever the case might be, I could not turn that down. I had to go to eXp versus opening my own brokerage. For me mentally, as I've gotten older, as I've grown a team, my shift has really shifted to helping my agents succeed at the highest level possible, and I'm really happy I made the decision. So here we go. So number one, did everybody come over? I think we had 24 agents at the time that the team came over to eXp. All of our agents except one did come over with us. One person decided to stay at the old brokerage, which is perfectly fine. He felt that he needed the big name of the box brokerage behind him, and unfortunately for him, I believe his sales are down this year. And fortunately for us, our sales are way up. And the reason our sales are up is because the brokerage name does not make you successful. Your work ethic, your discipline, your business knowledge is what makes you successful. And the reason we love the eXp model is because it allows us to make the most money for our work that we put in. Number one, all of our agents except for one came over, which was perfectly fine. I completely understand that decision. In fact, most of our agents were excited. A lot of my agents said, this is awesome. I had looked at eXp. I wanted to go to eXp, but I wanted to come work for you, Donnie. So I chose to come work for you versus to going to eXp originally. And now I get eXp and I get you. So this is amazing. So I had tons of positive response from my agents that they were excited to come over and go from there. So that's all been perfect. That's been great. Team came over. Not only did that amount of team came over, but we have had no issues hiring agents. We have had no issues growing the team this year. We do have quite a few more agents than we had when we first came over a year ago. So that has not been an issue. Does that mean it's for everyone? No, not everybody's going to come over, but I find most of the people who don't come over is because of preconceived notions or a decision that they've made in their head. So then they are deciding to find a way to rationalize it, which we all do. Once we make a decision, we find ways to rationalize those decisions. But seldomly is it because of an educated decision that is truly the best thing for their business when they don't come over. So that's number one. The team has grown, no issues recruiting. People have been very happy. I don't think I've had a complaint from the team about eXp that I can think of, to be honest with you. Number two, sales have grown tremendously. This will be our first year breaking $100 million in volume of houses sold. So thank you to all of our clients that allow us to buy and sell help them buy and sell houses. And of course, thank you to all the agents that have worked so hard to make that happen, and to all of the Mara Group admin who worked so hard to make that happen as well. Just been an amazing year, and I'm so excited to break that 100 million mark. It's one of those numbers that forever I just didn't even imagine that we would ever get to, but here we are, and we're still growing, and I am confident we'll grow more next year, and it'll be really exciting. Our sales will be up over 100 houses increase in 2021, more than 2020. So obviously eXp is not hurting our sales in any way, or not having a big name behind us isn't hurting our sales in any way. Am I going to say that eXp is what made us grow by 100 houses this year? Probably not. It's our work ethic. It's our systems. It's our marketing. It's what we're training our agents. It's the accountability we give our agents. It's all those things that are making our growth happen, making our sales happen. But I am very excited that we're able to do that at eXp. So the growth of the team has been awesome. Growth of the sales has been awesome. No issues there. I know me personally, I only had one person ever that said, hey, I'm not real familiar with eXp. Wasn't a big deal. We took care of it and moved forward regardless, and no problem there. And I'm happy to say for the second year, my team has listed over 100 houses already. We've still got a few months to go. So obviously we're listing houses. You're seeing more and more eXp signs out there, and a whole bunch of them have a Mara Group logo on them as well. So that's been really exciting. Now, the important things everybody wants to know, does rev share, does stock options, that kind of stuff really work at eXp? Is this plan legitimate? 100% it's legitimate. I am happy to announce for my personal rev share group that I have, I think, 70 to 75 people in the rev share group. And what's really awesome with me being a coach, with me being a team leader and pouring so much into helping agents succeed and doing so much to help agents in every way I can, that instead of just my little local team of 30, 35 agents that I'm able to help, that's amazing. I love helping them. They're my priority. But now I also have 40 people in other parts of the country. I have another 40 people in other places, or some of them are local, but just not on my team, that I'm able to help them be successful as well. And that's been really amazing as well. So now, as my vision grows and as things change, that I want to help more and more agents succeed, it's not just my little local team of 30, 35 people, 50, whatever number we grow to over the next year, but it's going to be hundreds, and someday it's probably going to be thousands of agents that we're helping to succeed at a high level. And that's needed in the real estate industry, and that's how you build legacy. Lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. So I really love that. That has been awesome. The rev share from it has been amazing. eXp pays you every month just like they say they will. It's pretty cool. In fact, just yesterday or the day before, my rev share hit the bank account. So I woke up, checked the bank account because I was actually checking for commission checks from closings just to make sure everything got in there, and there was an extra deposit. I'm like, hey, what's this? Oh, it's my rev share for the month. How awesome is it that I'm at this brokerage? I'm growing a team, which I was doing anyway. I was already attracting agents and helping them be successful. It's pretty awesome that this brokerage is willing to give me something back for doing that. So I love that. And then there's the stock. One of the reasons I came over, that I didn't mention earlier, is because I saw this a few years ago. Had I came over then and changed to eXp, my stock that I would have now would be worth a few $1 million. So I've missed out on that, unfortunately, but I'm happy to say that I'm very happy with the stock this year. It has split. It has started paying a dividend. I'm actually a dividend stock investor anyway, so I loved it when they said they were paying a dividend. I thought that was amazing. So we're accumulating that stock. I have agents accumulating stock, and I have several agents who have brought someone on underneath them that they have attracted to the team. And the great thing is those agents got free stock for that, plus those agents are getting rev share themselves for that. So again, remember I said my agents have the opportunity or to have the same benefits I have? They do. And I could not do that in my own independent brokerage. It would have been, in my opinion, only pretty selfish of me to do the independent brokerage versus giving my agents that opportunity. So overall, I've just been extremely happy. The last great thing about eXp that I want to mention, I mentioned, 75 agents around the country. It's just the camaraderie. So many people are here to help. Me being an icon, I do iConversations and other training that goes out to help all the other agents around the country. And what's so awesome is when we have those other icons on there, I'm learning from them. So I'm on the panel training the other agents around the country. So first of all, eXp agents around the country are getting awesome training from high-producing agents. Second of all, I'm learning from the other high-producing agents while I'm on the panel, and I'm taking notes. So that's just been amazing. The camaraderie, the fact that everybody's in this together, we all want to help each other. The fact that when we open up Columbia this year, I want everybody in Columbia to do amazingly well, because that adds revenue into the company that helps my stock grow, that helps my family, helps my agent's family, and all the people in my downline family. There's nothing else like it. Sometimes that's the part that we say from the inside, it's hard to explain to people on the outside. Just that we're all in this together is amazing and awesome. I had to tell you, the company's not perfect. No company is. If there's anything I would say that you should think about or be aware of before you do come to eXp, it is a virtual company. And I have had a few people that were brand new that just didn't love it being a virtual company. They struggled. I don't think that's a problem with the company. I think the company model is perfectly fine. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a perfect fit for 100% of the agents out there. I do think it's the best model for 100% of the agents to make money when they produce. But if for some reason the virtual thing, the long distance thing, just absolutely positively will not work for you, there's probably 1% of the agents out there that it just will not work for, then that is something that you should consider. What I will say is, ever since COVID started a year and a half ago, oh, by the way, we did all this in the middle of COVID, and we still had that growth, and it's still been that awesome. Just imagine what it'd been if it hadn't been 2020 when we made the change. But what I will say is, my agents have always worked from home. I've always worked from home. I've had office spaces, use them a little bit, but usually a very small percentage, and my agents use them a very small percentage. We are actually opening an office because I want a place for our agents. I want a place for team culture. We have staff, we have admin staff. I want a place for our admin staff to work. So we are opening office space. However, I will tell you, you do not need office space. All of our highly successful agents, including myself, have been working from home pretty much exclusively since March of 2020, and here it is October of 2021. So really for a year and a half, we mostly worked at home exclusively and still been highly successful. Again, it's your discipline, your work ethic, your consistency, your skills that are going to make you successful, not an office space. In fact, there's nobody in that office that will buy or sell a house from you. For me, when I went to the office, I always felt like it was more of a distraction. It was a lot easier for me to go into my home office, shut the door, and make things happen with nobody bothering me than it ever was being in an office, being distracted by other agents and whatnot. Nobody in that office will buy or sell a house from you. So there you go. eXp has been one of the best business decisions of my life. I can't imagine leaving at this point in my career. It's just been amazing. They have done everything that they promised they would do. The stock, the rev share is all there. Being able to grow the team is awesome. Being able to get my team great deal on their commission splits is awesome. The list just goes on and on and on. And then last, of course, I got to mention my upline. I haven't talked about them, but Jay Nelson, Rob Camel, Thomas Marchbanks, those guys are great. They always return my calls. They always call me back, give me feedback, text, email, whatever the case might be. Help us meet with clients or potential downlines, do meetings with us, explain things. I can always get an answer out of those guys when I need them, which has just been amazing as well, and been awesome to be able to have that kind of support, not only from a broker, but then just from other people in your upline as well. I don't think there's any other brokerage I've ever been at to where I had that many people that were willing to help me out and get me answers when I needed them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Hopefully give us a good comment. And I hope this gives you some good information if you're out there exploring and trying to make a decision for yourself. And I hope you come over to eXp because I think it's a great company and I think it'll be good for you. So there you go. I hope you all have a great day as we get ready to go into the holiday season.